Well, if you do back-to-back randomizers a bunch, you'll be in trouble. Because you'll get mixed up pretty easy. Laundry? Laundry? Oh. Wrong difficulty.
A brawl is surely brewing. A great slam and that time. Here goes.
Now here's the problem that this isn't done yet, because something went wrong with the special meter measurement thing. It just did not give me credit for what I had done. So I'm gonna spam those cards later. Now that we're on this phase, I will go crazy on this guy. I might have failed again because I didn't get to fire it in time. I was mashing it. I don't know what's up with the super meter. It doesn't make any sense. I'll take it. I don't know why it didn't work last night. Didn't do anything differently, dude. At all.
A great slam and that time. It's on.
I could stand to learn this boss a little bit before I restart here. I have most of World 3 and all of World 4 to go. I have to beat both those two bosses at the end. What do I parry now? Not sure.
A great slam and that time. Here goes.
I super need to hit some more of these charge shots and stop missing so much. He just keeps jumping out of my way though. The single card charge shot thing is half the damage of a charge shot. Not really great. Trapped on the wall.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
Oh,
A brawl
I did
is
check the
surely
damage
brewing.
values.
Now go.
The uncharged shots from this gun are still pretty good. They just don't automate, that's all. This is very obviously the best gun. Oh, man.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
I miss way too much. Doing awful with this shit. Why am I so bad at hitting her? She's just really good at getting out of my way. Really fast.
Good day for us. Well done. And begin.
Oh, come on. God.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
A lot of stuff in this fight here. I don't like this boss as much as the train. I don't understand how it's Kafka. Can somebody explain that to me? I don't see how it's FF6 at all. Damn it.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to worry about on RNG. I just need to do better at the boss fight. Her hitbox is her whole body, but her hitbox for getting hit is not her whole body. It's making my charge shot really crappy.
Good day for us. Well done. Now go.
I already parried twice. Ah! Well, never mind.
A great slam and then some. And begin.
God! I might just use a different freaking gun.
For us. Well done. And begin.
It is the fastest damage, but I'm not really in a rush, and this is really obnoxious to try and land these shots when it shouldn't be.
It's on.
It's very evasive, and it's really this gun in particular that suffers for it. None of the other ones will. Ah.
Slamming that stuff. It's on.
Yeah, I did parry that. Oh, there's so much garbage. It just feels like I'm not doing damage. I can't get her killed quickly. It's just gonna be a long fight no matter what. Oh, how you doing? I can't tell if she's dropping down randomly or not. Doesn't feel like it when she drops right on my head like that, you know? Ah.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
I'm having such a hard time getting a place to stand. I need to put the iframe dash on so I can do this a little bit more easily, I think. It'd be nice to have that on. Okay. God damn it.
A great slam and that stuff. It's on.
Wow. I'm having such a hard time, and I don't
And begin.
really know why. It doesn't seem like a complicated boss. It's just not working out. Nothing I'm doing is right. I hate that drop down so much. If I don't have the eye dash, if she comes in the wrong place, I'm gonna get hit. That's why I need to just equip it, so that I can just do this safely. Exactly, like, she just lands directly on top of you. I'm just putting that shit on so that she can't do that anymore. That's the solution here. I think I'll put on the homing shot too, just in case I feel like using that. The damage on that is super bad though. Almost worthless.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
You do use the star to get over the wave, or the iframe dash. I just wasted it that one time, that's all. That's my fault for using it incorrectly, I guess. It goes away after you jump on it, so. It's a little weird that it goes away, but it does. It goes away after you jump on it, so you need to save it. I bet that iframe dash is going to make this a bit easier for me. Like that would have dodged even without the I dash. That's how you do it. No problem on phase 4. I think I got it. We're about out of good bosses, I'm sad to say. It's not much left that is fun. We're about to run into the really trashy junk. And there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see here. I need to do the boat. That's the last one that's any good. Yep, just the boat. And then 2 shmup bosses. Here we go. This is one of them.
Good day for a slow battle.
I'm afraid this one's gonna be really bad. Really bad. I might as well just 3-star right now. Yeah, 2. 2 of these mess. There's a whole lot going on here. He's bolting at me. Oh, God. Talk about nonsense, man. I just wanted to take a death, see how I'm doing. God, this is gonna take forever. He has so much health.
This match will get red hot.
I feel like this first entire part doesn't count on that bar at all, so maybe it's not as bad as it looks. This is such a disaster of a fight.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
I needed to shoot up here. Oh, come on.
Here's a real
It's such a bad shmup. I hate it. I hate the hitboxes on everything. I hate the weak damage and the enemies that take forever to kill. I hate everything about these levels now. They weren't too bad just passing through, but when you're trying to get it perfect on them, playing the world's worst shmup is not fun.
A brawl is surely brewing.
And I have to do an even worse one after this. I'm saving that for last. Get out of here. We have such a limited arsenal.
This match will get red hot. Now go.
Be here all night. Apparently I can break that before it fires a single time, so, you know, maybe that should be saved for last. It is really annoying though. It's annoying no matter what. The bolts that spew and have huge hitboxes on them. So that's real neat that they just made that guy get me like that. I don't know if those count as parries. They probably do, but maybe not. You never know with this crazy game, man. The problem with this is the hitboxes and everything are as big as they possibly could be, and it makes everything way too cramped. It's miserable as an experience. You can't really graze anything, you just have to try and make use of the smallest space. It's really bad when I waste my bomb. I'm on phase 1 of like 6 here, by the way. We have a long way to go on this piece of junk enemy. Maybe I can finish off all these at once. What is with these?
Here's a real high-class battle. Here
Well, one problem I have is if I kill the antenna last, I can't get my parries. I need to make sure I get those. It also blocks my shots and moves me into a pretty crappy position. These freaking bombs. These freaking bombs are ridiculous. They never go away.
A brawl is surely brewing.
Everything is so obnoxious. Nothing is fun to fight in these shmup stages. It's aggravating as hell. Okay, that's done. Now he shoots his mouth off, and we go after it. That takes forever too. I don't know how to do this part faster. I'm not really sure. God. What else?
Here's a real high-class battle. Now go.
Like, Does every enemy have to take like 6 shots? Really? That's really the annoying thing here. None of these enemies are outrageous, except for they don't freaking die. Even the bombs that are super bad for your health and are always there, they just take a million hits. They never go away. They have to be destroyed. They keep on floating forever, and they take like 10 hits each. Oops.
Here's a real high-class battle.
The hitboxes are pretty big. I wish they would. I think they're happy with it, though. It's not a hard game. It's the S-rank nonsense that's crappy. Because this whole thing is a mess
A great slam and then
on S-rank.
here
Here comes the bomb. I think I'll use the magnets instead of the blast because it seems to work better. Well, in that case, it didn't do anything. What do you know? Which is what I know about this. Jeez. Holy crap, man. I just got hit by a bomb that came directly off the left screen.
a great slam.
Mermaid is worse.
You're up.
Mermaid's the worst boss in the game for this S-rank attempt. It is designed to be cheap and not give you a break on getting parries. Just doesn't make any sense.
This match will get red.
At least this boss, it's ludicrous, but at least it makes sense. At least I know what to do. At least if I fail, it's sort of my fault. Gonna blow you up. Oop. Like, there's nowhere to go. I have to blow up the bomb, but it just won't explode. I shoot it so much, it just keeps coming. I need it out of my face. I hate this phase. I hate everything about him. I did not want to play this boss again at all. Even on normal, I didn't like him. There are phases that are fun in the middle of all this tanky shit. It takes forever to kill this thing with this gun. This ship. I couldn't kill that ship.
Here's a real high-class battle. And begin.
The chase path on those bombs, super tight. What even hit me? I don't even know.
Good day for a swell battle. Now go.
Ugh.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
Oh man.
A real high-class bout. You're up.
My parry just whiffed. I hate this so much. God. It's, you know, all of this is solved by just not requesting a perfect run. Because it's not that hard to get through this boss without taking too many hits. It's the combination of all this trash. Like, I don't know, man.
A great slam and then some.
I just load this game up to yell about it now. It would be really easy to make a hard mode that was fun in this, but they didn't go for it. They made it really annoying. Ugh.
A great slam and
I like the first couple of bosses.
here goes.
I don't know what Rival Schools is. I don't think. It's unbelievable that that thing's still coming.
Day for a 12 battle. It's on.
I'm gonna change my plan here a little bit. I'm having such a hard time getting through phase 1 now, I can't even do it anymore. I should be able to manage everything that's going on here. Okay, those shoot. I didn't notice. That's so unfair. That those fire bullets. Fuck this. No warning at all, just projectiles. Cheap shot city on this game, man. That's what hit me last time, I guess. The impossible to see little blue bullets that come off the hands when they retract for no reason at all. Dead center on the screen. The hand doesn't necessarily even come up because it usually has been the magnet. I guess just by divine luck, I got the magnet most of the time. Didn't have to deal with that. But now we're locked into this, so here comes shots apparently. Come on. This isn't working at all. So many freaking bombs. Ah, I don't know what to do on this phase. How do you do damage? I need to do damage quickly. I can't afford time wasted, but how? Oh man.
Good day for a 12 battle. Now go.
Well, there's no time for patience. Patience is incorrect because patience will lose you the run. You have to go fast. You have to go as fast as possible, pretty much. That freaking bomb doesn't die to a missile.
A great
Ugh.
slam and then some. Here goes.
been a while since the magnet has been here. That didn't help.
Here's a real high-class belt. It's on.
I miss the other phases of this boss. Weren't they nice? Remember them when we got there the first try? I don't know what to do on this phase. Okay, got him. God, I need to shrink more. Fuck.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
I'm gonna try and use the bomb on this boy, so I can skip to this next part here. That might help. It sure did. I just need to dodge correctly here. He is so tanky. Did we win? Well, the devil wants a soul, not money. That looks good, that's good, that's good. And there we go. That one was all phase one. Once phase one was done, it's not so bad. That's not even the worst shmup level by a long margin. I have the worst one to go now. Here we go. I have to do the pirate ship too. I'm gonna save that for so I enjoy something after this is finally done.
Good day for us.
Skill level is just what level you played it on, that's all. Expert is 3, no matter what. Thank you. She did give me the triple parry here. I screwed it up though.
Good day
Because of
for
the stupid ghosts.
It's on.
If she doesn't give me those 3 pink things, I don't have any chance of succeeding at all. Like, it's futile to try and do this if that doesn't happen. absolutely required that she uses that attack and it's the full thing. Which is not always the case, unfortunately. I'm not going to blast her until I have that done, actually. Man, the ghosts are rude as hell.
A great slam and then some.
The parry is why this is the worst one, for sure. There's other crap where she freezes you with stone and the petrify combines to get you hit. That's bad too. But the parries are the worst thing. They just feel awful. They don't give you a chance to get them anywhere else in the fight. She keeps on flooding the ghosts at me while she's doing this one. God, they're so mean! Every single time she's got me with that. It wasn't a 3 that time either.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
Hyphenated didn't take 10 hours. He's got him. No time. It's not hard. It's all just obnoxious difficulty. Like, I can't even control if she does the parry or not. We failed. She just didn't do it.
A brawl is surely
I did too much damage. She used the wrong attacks. No good. Maybe delete this boss. Maybe you just need to add parries to the back end of it. I mean, why would you have that as a stat if it's not guaranteed? You ought to be able to get the perfect run every time, no matter what. That doesn't seem like an unreasonable request, right? It shouldn't be on the player to get good RNG. There's my parries. I'm gonna wait for her to get bomb state. There we go. Just me and my fighting turtle there. Okay, well, if we can beat the rest of this without getting hit, which is easier said than done, we can maybe do it. Depends on where we get stoned and where we don't. I want to kill as many of these fish as I can just to keep them from firing while she's freezing me in place. Because I cannot do anything about that freeze, I don't think. Pretty sure you can't. Ugh. Nice. That's done. That was really fast for what I thought it would be. Wrap that up real quick. The RNG boss is out of here. Now it's just skill bosses left.
a brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
I don't know who Ella Jazz is, but I'm sorry to hear that they also got stuck on that boss. I was doing it last night for an hour or so, well, 30 minutes or so, before I quit in disgust, because I knew right away that I would have to wait for this lucky parries. This boss is way better than that other boss. I'm back to Cuphead land for the rest of the game. Shmupping is finished. I just have this boss and then the last two to go. Whoop. There's a lot going on right now. Notice how he's using pink bullets. Isn't that neat that you can parry whenever you want? Isn't that great? I don't know this boss too well. I just got hit by something. I'm not sure what. Again, what hit me? I didn't see it. I knew that was coming. What the heck hit me? If I didn't get hit by those two weird things, I would have done this on the first try. But I have no idea what it was. No idea at all. Freaking blue over here. This is not going to be a very hard boss to do, though. We came that close on one try. Oops. Well, I know the giant beam hit me, but I didn't try to dodge that. I got hit by two other things. I got 3 health. I think I need another parry. Should be good now, just in case I actually pull this off this time. Ooh, the dogfish. I think that's what hit me. His weird shots. Ah. Yeah, that's definitely... It comes out so fast. I need to sit back here on this part. That's what I need to do. Longest S rank was the genie for some reason, even though I almost got it in one try. I just need to get to phase 2 and blast him from back, as far back as possible. Also, I don't have my iframe dash on. I need another parry still. I screwed up. Oops. I think you can parry the beam if you want to do it that way. Pretty dangerous. Fuck. Nope.
Good day for us. Well done. It's on.
Man. Some of those shots are hard to land on. Dang it. I didn't see the cannon fire. Yeah, you just bounce on the beam. You only get one jump probably, right? Well, I guess you could probably do it more than once, maybe. So you could just bounce on the beam instead of ducking under it. It's probably safer, honestly, because the thwomp is chasing you and you can't really move while you're ducking. I'm just gonna keep doing what I did the first time, though, and... Cannon's firing. Oops!
Here's a real high class up. Here goes.
It doesn't sound like it's that hard at all. Okay, I got my parries in order here. Comes the lunatic phase of this fight. Unfortunately, I didn't hit him with a lot of that. Oh, I'm bad at I'm gonna put on my iframe dash just to make this a little easier to dodge those weird balls.
Good day for us. Well done. Now go.
I've almost got him. Only got one of those. Should be okay now. There it is. Uh-oh. Damn it.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
He only fired one. Hey, give me more. There you go. Use that squid. Oh man, I might have to parry the beam to win this if this gets locked down too far. It seems pretty unlikely though.
Here's a real high-class bout.
You have to be in the air to parry, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't a stat. That's why the mermaid boss was so dang bad, because that was a stat.
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on.
Played so much shmup, I lost my Cuphead skills. This boss was no trouble, man.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
Come on. I need him to actually use that gun or I'm in a lot of trouble.
It's on.
What? Part of the problem with it being on jump only is you really have a hard time parrying if it's close to the ground or if it's through a platform. Thankfully that's not the case here. Parrying in this game is really finicky. It's also very important for the stat and also the damage boost. I didn't realize that the ink didn't even do damage. And I also had iframes when he hit me with that. He still got me. God, I don't even see those. I wish they were red.
Here's a real high-class bout.
They're super fast and they're hard to spot. Got the triple parry right away. Dang it.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
D.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
Yeah, they are half transparent. I don't know, I just feel like projectiles should always be very easy to see. There's just a lot going on in this game. It makes it really hard to spot sometimes.
A brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
There's a filter over the whole screen causing static and general nastiness, film nastiness for that retro effect. And then there is a whole bunch of smoke particles and stuff, especially for me, my iframe dash, and my shot. All of those things create a lot of smoke. Then there's this. This isn't any good for business. Man,
Here's a
you can't
real
turn
high
film
five.
grain off. I don't know why you always type my name like that, by the way, it's pretty weird. If you have a way to turn film grain off, I'd like to know about it. Oh boy. He's back to ink me up some more. At least it doesn't do damage. I guess I can't complain about that too much, 'cause I would be out if it did a single bit. Oh, I didn't duck in time. I was trying to get in position.
Here's a real high class bout. Here goes.
Well, you don't need to tag me all the time. That's what I mean. Blah. Did not work.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
Hmm.
Good day for a swell battle. Here goes.
Part of the cramped feeling of this whole game is because everything is a hitbox, even when it's dormant, like the thwomp up there, as he's swinging around, not attacking. The boss, the boat, all that stuff is damage on contact. The only thing that's really not, and that's why I'm surprised, is the ink guy. He's pretty uncommon in this game just to have something that's not damage on contact like that. It's very rare. We're on phase 3 again. As easy as that was, I don't know why it's taking me so long to get here. Get shots at this. Damn it!
A great slam and then some. You're up.
That was really close. That was like one shot away, probably. That laser fires for a long, long time, right? Like, you cannot move while ducking, so the thwomp is coming after you, and you just kind of have to deal with that. I fired too early. I was about to blast him again. What's so great about this game? That it is without flaw. Look right there. I'll give you something to complain about right there. Eat shit, game. You have no right to give me a 5 out of 6 there. I have to redo it for no reason at all. I'm not gonna give the game a break on its mistakes. It looks really nice and it sounds really nice. And then they fuck up like that. You gonna tell me that I made a mistake there? That stat shouldn't even exist.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
This isn't the first time I've had that happen either. It just pretends that I didn't use my bar when I used super twice, right? Minimum. The train was doing it yesterday, and on my first try today, I got the S rank on it, doing the same stuff I was doing yesterday. Just 3 uses of the bar. It sucks. Why am I being told I failed the boss when I didn't? Boss is complete. But here we are. I think that maybe it wants me to shoot the ship with that many supers, because I didn't shoot the ship with that many supers. If that's the case, then okay, whatever. That's pretty dumb, but I think that's what's going on. So I'll hit it with this, and we're gonna switch guns to the homing and shoot it with the homing special. I just want to check at this point to see if it gave me the super this time. I shouldn't have let it hit me though, because I could have done it and still won. You're definitely wrong, Silver Shadow. I'll go back and look at the tapes right now about how many times I used the super meter in that last fight. There is absolutely no way that I didn't blast the pirate boss at least once. And last night, I used 15 or 16 cards on one of the bosses, and they all definitely hit, because I killed him crazy fast. And it still said, nah, 5 out of 6. So I'm really not sure what that bar is talking about. I don't know if it's counting only the ship. Ugh.
Here's a real high-class bout.
It's a really good, solid game, but it could use some tweaks. And for S rank, those tweaks really get highlighted and make this thing miserable.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
I don't feel like I ever did the mouse battle, did I? I need to go do Tom and Jerry. I don't think I did that. That's my mistake there.
Good day for a 12-pack. Here goes.
Well, you have time to get another card ranked up.
A great slam and then and begin.
Well, I like the Tom and Jerry boss. It might be one of my favorite. I don't know what it's like on S rank though. I might have been overwhelmed by its pure style the first time through, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I don't feel like it'll be a terrible fight, but I might be completely wrong. There's a good blast. Oh, cannon.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would definitely remove the requirement for parry and using specials. Just remove that from the score. Why is that even on there? It should be on there and not count for anything. Like, why do you measure that? That's really strange. It's a really strange choice. And it honestly has ruined some fights for me. Like, it really has. That mermaid fight was bad strictly because of parry. Why did they do that? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me to force these weird parries, especially when some of the bosses just don't do it. They just don't create pink orbs to do anything with. It's really weird. Like, it would make a little bit of sense if at least it was mandatory, but it's not. Gah. I can't believe I got away with that. Yeah, exactly. You have to use the super to make the time. Did I get it this time? Okay, you're done now. I like that boss. He's fine. It's just that whole thing was... I mean, really the only problem with that boss at all that I would change is it doesn't tell a new player what's going to happen when he pops up with his laser. So the first time you fight him, you're gonna get blasted. But even so, it's not really that bad. I don't know why it was being such a jerk to me about that. I don't remember this guy at all. I just remember I enjoyed the fight a lot. We don't need to use those. The eye dash is super good here. Definitely the thing to use. Oops, right into the fire. Well, let's see if I got the, I want to see the last phase here. Let's see how we're doing for this fight here. Oh, 4 of them. I think that's a bit more than last time. Okay, they do throw pink orbs in this phase if I have to get them. Really hard to hit them, though. Really hard to hit them. This won't be too bad, I don't think.
How's it going?
How's you doing?
How's the
I got the hard
S
ones
ranks
done.
and all that?
Only the good stuff is left.
Oh, nice.
I got lucky.
Bueno.
on the mermaid from hell. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, the mermaid, it's just sometimes she doesn't give you enough parryable projectiles, right? Like, that's the
Well,
big...
the last entire half of the fight is she also freezes you, and if there just happens to be a bullet coming, you're gonna get hit.
Oh, right. Yeah, she starts doing all the stone. Yeah.
Can't do anything about that. I just managed to get through it, so it's done. Everything else has fallen into place. They just did the thing where I didn't get 6 out of 6 super for some reason on a perfect fight, but other than that, it's going alright. Beat the stage boss and the pirate pretty quick.
Yeah. Sounds like you're doing all right then.
Just 3 to go. Man, I gotta parry these pink things, but they're really hard to hit.
The tricky part about parrying these is not hitting the ones above it.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to hope he throws one where, like, yeah, like, you want either the bottom or the second to bottom one to be the parry object, and that's, like, the only way I found to parry that without, like, very safely, quote unquote. Also, you have to hope he does that before you get him in form 2, because you can get him to form 2 really fast. This is one of those bosses you can rush down really quick.
He has a lot of health on expert. Oh. Yeah, I need him to... You can get a parry on the last phase, but that's even more dangerous than this. Damn it.
Yeah, like, I'm really glad that expert exists. I just wish expert wasn't required for S ranks, because I like S rank in normal, and I like playing expert regular, but I don't like S ranking expert. It's just not my idea of a good time ever.
Those 2 pinks were so close together that I actually parried them both, and I still got hit, because it didn't parry one of them. And you don't get iframes on it. Or anything like that.
Not only is Werner Vermin like German, it's also, it can be pronounced as a joke to mean war man, or like vermin. It's clever. It's a play on words. Alright, someone mentioned that in chat. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care if it wasn't for the fact that there's unlockables tied to getting S ranks and perfecting expert. Like, no thanks. I'll pass. Like, even Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2, which are notoriously, like, really hard to get perfect ranks on,
Damn it.
the unlockables are never for pure platinums, in Bayo 2 at least.
Oh.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
There we go. Got the 3 parries right away. I just need to learn how to play.
Vermont in here?
Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, I'm officially of the thought, since someone mentioned it in chat, at this point in particular, since, like, now that loot boxes are like a big problem in the industry, I don't really care if it's not just gameplay. If it's anything I would enjoy that's making the game worse if I can't get to it. If you, like, who knows, maybe I would really like the filters. I think that'd be cool.
This game's selling point is art. That's number one.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be anything without art. If it had like Atari graphics, nobody would be playing Cuphead. This is 100% the animation, really good animation, is selling this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, those filters are neat. I have some of them. I think I just got him. Love the ending. Love the twist ending on this mouse.
Mm-hmm. No side stream, right, by the way?
My internet's been jerking around. I think it's okay now, though.
Okay.
Oh my god, are you serious
noticed.
with this? That might actually be my fault this time, but except for that stat shouldn't exist. I'll put it on.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you fired a super and then you didn't fire any EXs.
It's such a dumb stat. Yeah, actually, that
It's
time
so
it was me.
dumb.
But I've done other bosses where I fired nothing but supers, and that doesn't matter. You have to fire one of the regular shots, I guess. I don't understand why. That's what it seems like, though.
It's a really bad ranking system.
That's the second time today that that's happened to me. Just a flawless run of this boss. Oh, actually, that's a C, jerk. I'm sorry.
It's so bad.
It just feels worse because I did just get a perfect run of it. Like, that was without flaw.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
There's nothing
In
wrong
any
with
other
that at all.
game, that would absolutely be like an S or a platinum or whatever, you know, pure platinum, as the case may be.
I need to parry one more time still. Well, another thing that shouldn't be here. I was talking about that. I think that makes me even more annoyed, is that parry is a stat, because that really ruins some of the bosses. I can spam
Yeah, well, I mean,
specials.
some of them just don't. Well, the biggest problem is like a lot of the parry patterns and stuff are not predictable. They're randomly generated. Like they use, you know, like, okay, this attack fires 5 shots or whatever. In the case of, like the genie, he throws out like 4 scimitars, and anywhere between 0 and I think only 1 of them can be parryable. But I've had it where he just does it 3
you
times in a
jerk.
row and none were parryable.
I just barely got to right at the end. I almost had it.
Ah, jeez.
Sort of the thought that occurs is that in like a lot of other games with ranking systems like this, the idea is to have a bunch of different metrics converge into one number and then rank off of that.
I mean, they have like 5 different things here, but they're looking for speedrun time plus perfect no hits plus 3 parries for some reason plus super meter used. Plus
Well,
on it.
and what I'm saying is like, if all of those were turning into like score and then getting summed and then your score determined ranking, then it would be
Like, there
easier
were-
to adjust the ranking thresholds on bosses where some of these mechanics don't come up as much.
Yeah. Like, so, like, you know, like, in that boss in particular, like, if you go fast enough, if you get, like, a legit speed run ass fucking time, maybe you're allowed to take a hit and still get an S. Or, like, if you get a ridiculous speed run time, who gives a shit about the super or the parry gauge?
Honestly,
Like, you know, like, stuff like that.
it should be one of the other perfect no damage or speedrun time. Speedrun time being the better choice in this game. Honestly, it should be a really fast
Yeah.
time should be the goal, and that's it.
I mean, like, I'd be down for that. Also, for what it's worth, I got, you know, like, I think I got the speedrun time on almost every single boss on normal when I played this game. Like, just naturally, just because, like, that's how I play these kind of games.
Yeah.
And, like, the fact that, yeah, like, it really should be, like, get a really good time, maybe 1 hit just because of how long some of these fucking bosses are, or, like, for the casino, for example, it's per hit that it's gauging you off of.
Yeah, I have to do it perfectly.
Not your actual ending HP. And since that's like 7 fights in a row, and part of the mechanics of that fight is once you manipulate the die, you can manipulate so you get some health back. Like, when I finally beat that, I think I ended with like 5 HP or something.
Yep.
But still got 2 out of 3 on HP, even though I was 2 over where I started. It's garbage.
That'll be a nasty fight coming up. I gotta do that soon.
Like, honestly, I'd be fine with it just being like time and maybe parries, but like adjust it per boss. Like, honestly, I'd be okay if every single boss, like, the ranking numbers were different, because every boss, they're different. They're not the same. No, I haven't had a chance to try the local co-op for this game. I probably will over New Year's at some point, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll do that. Man, he almost got me with that shady move he just pulled.
I'm just gonna take a guess of you fired the last shot and he came down.
No, I didn't know that all
Okay.
5 of them would come to the left or right if you took too long. I never took that long on that face. He nearly got me with that. I never saw it before. Oh no! It goes on the ground. Crap.
This match will get
I failed.
You're up.
Well, this is pretty much what
Ooh,
happened to me
Mr.
on the Genie. The same kind of thing. Like, I got ripped off on the S rank, and then I was fighting the same boss for like an hour because I couldn't get the run to happen again. That one took the longest for me, for no reason at all. Just that one boss. Oh. Ah.
Well, the genie just doesn't have a lot of shit to parry. Like, honestly, if I was doing that one for the S rank, what I'd probably do is just do phase 1, and if I got 3 parryable objects, move on. If not, fuck it, start over. Because, like, he is, like, the treasure chest pattern.
You can get some stuff in the round, too.
Which-
It's the dragon that's really... The dragon is mandatory, and the mermaid at the start, you must parry right away, or you're not going to get anything.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I would probably just do it immediately so I knew the parry was out of the way, so I didn't have to risk not getting it down the road, you know?
Yep. Damn it. Oh yeah,
Again,
the
like,
genie. I was 2 minutes and like 2 seconds or something and didn't give it to me, even though it was lenient to me on time on some of the other bosses.
I think the coolest way they could have done the ranking system with the systems they already have in place, just make every unlockable just require A rank. So it's either you have to do it perfect on normal difficulty, like their crazy ranking perfect, or on expert, be like 2 points or so off of perfect, because then you still get an A, you know? That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need to do, and then bam, I'm great with it. Because then that means expert is like giving you an advantage towards those unlockables. Because you don't have to do absolutely perfectly. You just have to do really well. Smite, Ty, and Loon. Well, I think only Smite and Ty know this, but the hardest casino boss, in my opinion, of that whole route is just the fucking... I guess it's not even the hardest, it's just the worst, and like maybe the worst boss in the whole game, just for like, it's really bad design. The like zombie horse or whatever.
I saw your
that
screenshot.
just-
I've never seen that boss before.
Yeah, that boss is horrible. Never get it. Just avoid rolling it if at all possible, because like there's a bunch of stuff going on in the foreground at roughly 1,000,000 miles an hour, with stuff in the background going at a different speed and things in
I'm
the
gonna need
midground
to-
going at a different speed.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that. I'm gonna need to figure out which boss to get my parries on in that fight, because I don't think the final boss phase counts with the cards.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm not sure which one's best for it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think the cigar doesn't even throw anything out to parry. The drinks don't really throw anything to parry either. Oh, I have no problems with the roulette ballet dancer. She's just like jump back and forth a bit, honestly. It can kind of...
She's giving me trouble.
She's a little... Yeah, she's a little weird until you understand her movement, and then she's basically free if you're paying attention. It's just like the way she moves is weird. I don't know. I don't have issues with that one.
Damn it! I keep getting hit by that one thing. Well, that's part of the problem on that boss, is that they you don't get time to train on any of them. That one's way towards the back, so you just get hit by her 3 times and you're dead, and then you get back again and you haven't learned anything.
I feel like the casino would be really neat if it had a checkpoint exactly in the middle. Like, I know this game doesn't do checkpoints, but like, it's okay. I'll let it slide. I think that would make this game a lot better.
They wanted that Gunstar Heroes reference. Through and through. Had to be complete.
Which, like, is fine, but also this game is way harder than Gunstar Heroes. This game's, like, fucking way harder than most of Gunstar Heroes, especially the board game section.
He just didn't feel like shooting the fruit. There it comes. Oh, I couldn't parry any of those. Hey. Well, that's 2. I can do it with 2. I just gotta do one of the ghost shots later. The one that keeps killing me anyway. I need to parry that anyway. Oh, I slipped. Man, I knew this would happen. Having a good run and then screwing it up by some ridiculous measurement just makes me not able to do it anymore for some reason. spend
You
100
could
years.
bounce to a different thing. Try doing. What other ones do you have still? Obviously the casino.
This is the last one.
And then the casino.
Yeah, both of those.
I would say go fart around in the casino, head back in the game, like get really mad at the casino for a bit, because the casino's gonna take ages. Like let's be real, casino S rank is probably gonna take like either multiple sessions or one of Smite's famous I'm gonna just play a game for 7 hours until I get it.
I'm good at Stan,
Sessions.
so I won't have any trouble with him. I almost got that one already, just in a couple of tries. So it's just gonna be Mr. Dice. That's really gonna mess me up.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Dice is the hard part. Yeah, easily.
I like the Stan fight a lot, so I went back and did it on Expert as soon as I found out Expert existed. I just didn't get the S rank yet.
Syracuse, I have a lot of faith in Smite. I don't have faith that he will be able to get the S rank in the casino in less than like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah,
frankly.
that sounds like an outrageous amount of time. I bet I can do it in 90 minutes. This boss isn't that bad.
Ooh.
Most of them are pretty simple anyway, and you can. I just need to figure out which one to parry. I don't know what they do on expert mode though, if they're different or not. But most of them.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is I thought they were way harder on expert, but
Most of them on normal were just like, here's 2 attacks. The only ones that weren't for me were like the drinks and the. Man, it's just not giving me parry. Hey, Probate, thanks for the bits, man. Holy shit. That's a lot of bits.
yeah. By the way, that is exactly correct. The 8-ball is just melon bread. Just spot on is melon bread, basically.
Damn it. My ult got me hit there.
There's a glitch with Mr. Chimes. What?
Who the hell's
What's that?
Mr. Chimes?
One of the possible casino bosses.
What's that glitch?
I have no idea. Someone just said in chat there's a glitch that might be patched.
There's a glitch with lots of things, involving the score rank as far as I can tell. I need to make sure I hit the... So I have to keep in mind that I haven't supered him enough yet, so... That's a concern, but other than that, I'm good so far.
Make sure to get that EX. I mean, we'll see. You know, honestly, the thing is like Darkfire Yoshi, I'm just gonna tell you right now, like, if people don't complain and bring up these things, then the developers will never fix it. So repeatedly saying, hey, it just came out, give them a chance,
God.
is actually, like, super worthless. Like, we're not saying developers are trash, we're saying here's the issues with the game. There's a big difference there.
Feedback is integral to the software process.
Yeah, like, we're not saying go burn the devs of Cuphead at the stake. We're saying we really like your game. Here's a couple things that could be better. Yeah, stifling feedback and taking it as a personal attack is always wrong.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now,
And yeah, I mean, the big thing is, like, the first wave of things they're gonna do, too, if they patch anything, is gonna be, like, if the game breaks. That's really the scary one.
Yeah.
Is you worry about the game crashing. That's all you're probably focused on for the first, like, 1 to 4 months, or 1 to 4 weeks.
This is a game that's going to be really hard to change because of the animations. So I'm not thinking they're going to be able to do too much to attacks that they think are being told are too hard. Like, I figure they're getting a lot of complaints about there's no warning on, like, the pirate ship's huge laser. But what are they going to do about it? It would be really hard
like,
to
the
fix
thing
that.
is, luckily this game's, like, really fast on restarting and stuff, so it's not too bad. It's kind of like how, you know, like, Meat Boy and Hotline Miami have some severe bullshit on occasion.
Yep.
But it's fine, because restarting costs nothing, you know, death has almost no cost. But in this game's case, the problem is it also has the rank system at the end of it, and the rank is really the bigger issue. And the fact that simple mode locks you out of the end of the game, that's just shitty. This is a really shitty piece of behavior, frankly. Like, that's super ableist to me in general. Like, there's a lot of people I know who want to watch this game and like see the art and stuff, and experience it themselves, but they just won't be able to.
I'm trying to think of what game I've played that has done that. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
It's been a long fucking time. Like Tetris Attack, the original, some Puyo Pop games.
God damn it. I went to do the... I wish there were more iframes. That's really annoying when I try to do a forced move that I wouldn't even do if I didn't have to do it for score, and it hits me because I'm stuck in the air.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
Yeah, you may only parry things that are not static. You're not allowed to parry, for some reason, like the tiles that he throws that you jump off of don't count. I need to parry this fruit, this weird gunk that he's throwing with a spoon.
Yeah, Penguin, the only stuff that counts towards the parry is things that fill up your gauge and are projectiles that could hurt you. If it doesn't follow into both of those, it doesn't count. So like those mats that you can parry, those don't count. It's the same action, obviously, but those don't work towards the score.
Well, you
Superman 64.
you can
locks
parry
you out
the
of-
orb that the bee does, and that doesn't count either. And it hurts you. So it's really just kind of picky about it for no reason on a stat that really shouldn't even matter anyway, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's not uncommon at all for
Jeez.
game devs to take feedback and use it down the road.
Yeah, you can equip the axe to parry other things. That doesn't count either. It has to be exactly what they wanted you to parry. They have a list of things that count in the game somewhere, an unwritten list, and you need to parry those.
What do you like more, the art or the music? You go first, Smite. What do you like more, the art or the music?
I like some ragtime music, but I mean, I can get that anywhere. This art's unique.
Okay, yeah, I'm basically in the same boat. Like, the art is exceptional and outstanding, and the music is really well done, and like in character and stuff. But like, I wouldn't want to listen to the music outside of Cuphead. It's not like the kind of thing I'm going to put on, my phone and hook up to the aux cable or anything in my car while I'm driving around. But it is really good in game. It's incredible. It's just the aesthetic they went for. I don't think lends itself to quite as much creativity in the music as some other ones. But I do like it. They're all good. The animation is just incredible, though. Like, the way they animated this and have it be playable is fucking outstanding. It's wild. And the art is definitely what's selling this game, because there's a billion indie games with incredible soundtracks that just go nowhere.
I think I
because
failed the
they're
parries. Unfortunately, I didn't mean to kill him that quick.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Yep, I sure did. It's not even an A+ for a completely fine run. It's just not good enough. Well, that's 2 perfect runs that are ruined.
Oh shit, Smite, you didn't put asterisks on either side of Kappa when you blacklisted it. Oh no. Another Kappa slipped in. A sneaky Kappa.
That's okay. Hidden Kappa is allowed.
Will get red hot. It's on.
Ooh. Nothing in this boss is too hard. I really should have been able to clear him like 100 times by now. He's not really doing anything that should be hitting me. It's a little tricky sometimes with the just the position of things, but I've had Kappa banned for like 2 years. I'll credit all of my
Uh-huh.
streamer success to it being banned and nothing else.
Same. I mean, yeah, same. Literally the same.
I hope I didn't forget to parry a third thing. I don't know if I did. I feel like I failed again. I keep killing him too fast for the last pink orb to come out. Piss! Well, I can't bleed out the fight, Tenmar, because if I take too long, I won't get the time, and then I'll fail for a different reason. I have to kill it quickly, and also parry it at the same time. I need RNG to do me a favor.
And yes, old cartoons definitely have to constantly bounce or wiggle to maintain their existence.
How else will you know it's even animated if they're not always moving?
Good day for a swell battle. It's on.
You didn't pay for things to stand around. I can stand around without Mickey Mouse. I need his help for that. Man.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin. A brawl is surely brewing.
Yeah, the parry requirement does force a lot of RNG. It absolutely does. It's not even that egregious
Yeah.
here. This is a pretty light version of what I was dealing with on the airplane level, honestly.
Yeah, this one almost always gives you 2.
And then there's one at the end, like, I really just need to take it easy for 5 seconds on the last phase. I keep underestimating how much damage I've done because there's no health bar, and I don't actually have any way of knowing how fast I'm killing the boss. So I need to back off for a second and just make sure I parry that last orb this time. Okay, so we're just gonna not shoot for a second until I parry this orb. Just gonna hang out with these mice. Now you may die, cat. Oh, I got hit. That's the thing, the longer I put off the fight, the easier it is to get hit too, because there's a lot of dodging going on here. It was just a couple hits away.
Yeah, in general, whenever like part of what you have to do for a rank is be worse at the game, ooh, painful.
Well, I got my 3 parries
Also-
just by pure luck this time, so I don't have to worry about it. So it's just going to be an easier run this time, just because of RNG. You don't really like that either in your S rank run.
Yeah, I like the way Loon put it with like just the concept of like kind of a sliding scale, you know? Like if you do really well in one area, you should be able to have a little slack on another.
Yep.
Keeps things fluid.
Yeah. It keeps situations away, like if, you know, a level is normally 13 minutes long and you finish it in 3 minutes, and yet you still get a C rank. Despite the fact that what you just did was like impossible.
That sounds like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Thanks Sonic 06. And probably also Shadow the Hedgehog, I would guess. It sounds right to me, yeah.
Well, Shadow the Hedgehog is if you kill the enemy on the wrong side while you're doing like the good path. If you kill too many good guys, you get an F, no matter how well you do in anything else. I got him. The mouse is done. That really should have been done on the first good run, right? Like that should have been done on like try 2. Oh well. There is nothing left except these bosses.
Let me know when you start up King Dice. I'm kind of interested in seeing how long you can get, how long it takes, I guess.
Yeah, I'm on my way there right now.
That's crazy to me. It's not that I don't believe you, it's I want to know how close.
How close? What do you mean? I'm starting it now.
To like an hour and a half. I want to see how wrong I was, how bad I am at games.
I mean, I have to experiment with it just to figure out what the heck to parry first before I can do anything. Because I have to get those parries, and I need to finish the boss quickly. I don't think the cigar is the answer, unfortunately, so 3 is probably wrong. Oh, he's got some dangerous move this time. I'm gonna run through the fight and just look for parryable boss fights so that I even know which ones to do.
I know the horrible horses do have a lot of parry objects, so that would be number 6 if I remember right.
This guy is way more violent than he was before.
Yeah, he fires way more shots. I gotta be honest though, I fucking love the cigar boss. It reminds me of that weird ass episode where fucking Porky Pig like chugs a bottle of cigarettes, just like blend it up and force it down his throat, and they're like, "Enjoy, smoking is cool. Here you go."
Well, that's a dangerous boss. He has a ton of health now. I don't need this health. Let's see if boss 1 has something to parry. It's these guys.
That's the drink, isn't it? Is the 7
Yeah.
drinks? Yeah.
That's not parryable. Well, 1 is out as well, it looks like. This is a problem that shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to worry about this. I should just be able to fight what I want. They are definitely not the answer. You won't get your parries on King Dice, I don't think. It would surprise me if those count. Ugh. Man.
God, I was so bad at timing this too.
Yeah, it's really weird because parry, they put it in a really annoying place, so you have to fall on top of it. And I'm gonna have to master that too, or I'm not gonna be able to do this fast enough. I just tried to parry the eyeballs, they're not pink. This guy is definitely the first boss to fight, I think, ideally.
Okay, apparently the only ones that are parryable are number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 9. And then allegedly King Dice.
Okay.
So the first 3 don't even worry about, you can't parry any of them. And then 4, 5, and 6 can all be parried.
Okay. I think the chips should be an easy fight, but I just got mastered by him. Man. Jump too high. Maybe not. I mean, Patty, I just jumped on, like, I literally just fought them, man. I jumped into one of them and I took damage. They were red. They don't get parried. You can't do it.
Yeah, I've never seen those parried by me or anyone else.
I just fought that boss. I just gave it a shot. I didn't even just fight him. I tried to parry what you're saying I can parry. Absolutely not. Oops. Freaking dashed it.
This background owns.
It does.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll be back.
I mean,
there
this whole
We'll be
game's art
back.
is amazing. Have you seen much of Cuphead, Dog?
I've been watching Smite play it. See, I had this on my wish list, but I don't think I can play this game. I can't concentrate on a game like this and appreciate the game at the same time.
That's
And
fair.
that's kind of like the thing I want to do with this game is appreciate it. It looks like a decent Contra game, though.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's a
Perfection
really fun game.
aside.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going for perfects, it's pretty solid. A couple of the bosses are still going to be rough on normal for someone who is not.
I would pick this up on a sale and play through it, absolutely.
I think I'm skipping
Yeah.
that boss.
And this looks cool as hell. This is like the final boss, like a
the
Gunstar
run-up
Heroes
to
kind of
it.
gauntlet.
Yeah, it's the second to last boss. And one you can't get to unless you play on the normal difficulty, by the way, which is one reason I'm really disappointed, because I think this boss is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks ass that someone who's, not been doing this kind of game for ages can't really check that out. I think that
Man,
sucks.
I'm not very
All of
good at
these.
games like this, but it's more than one hit, per light, or well, attempt.
Well,
You can't recover health at all, right?
Yeah, except this is the only boss that's an exception. Is
Right,
you can
'cause
recover
it's
health by
several
landing on
bosses.
those. Well, only for landing on those hearts, so you can also just not if you get kind of unlucky or mistime it a little bit.
Down to luck. There's a lot of patterns based on luck in this game, it seems. On expert
Yeah.
level, at least.
And they did this Gunstar Heroes gimmick, and I think it was pretty cool. The only problem being you have more than 3 hits and 0 lives in Gunstar Heroes.
I've been meaning to play that game again, but try it maybe on not super expert, but the one below that. It seemed like a pretty tough game. You could make it a really tough game.
Hey, Hawk, thanks for sub. I'm doing good today. I
Had
lost 8
5 or
subs.
6 difficulties.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Resub activate.
I'm pretty envious, Smite. I lost 17 today.
Nice. That's good progress towards that 0 sub goal of ours. It's like golf.
Well, that's the trick, is you hit and hold 500 for a couple months, and then immediately try and abandon them all. Just
Yeah.
try and lose everything. Yeah.
Man, there was nowhere to run on that guy. I think the cigar boss is the hardest of these 3. Now, he didn't used to be anything at all. He's definitely worse. Well, if you haven't beaten this on expert with an S rank,
Good day for us. Well done.
I don't know.
Here goes.
That's the information. This chip guy, he should be easy with freaking eye dash, but he's not. Every time I get hit by him, he's really screwing me up.
So one of the things you can equip and unequip is a little invincibility blink.
Yes.
Yeah. You still have a dash regardless, but it's just the dash doesn't have invincibility frames. Frankly, this game feels like it was designed around it having invincibility frames a lot, so it's kind of weird that it just doesn't always. Yeah, honestly, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, even if you get this perfectly, the cigar just seems slow as shit. Like, it just seems like he takes a lot longer than the other 2. So you
He
might
really
end up
does,
getting
like,
screwed over on time. Yeah, I
These
think you're gonna
charge
get fucked
shots
on
are
time if you try.
outrageously powerful according to the damage charts I was looking at. They do like 50 homing shots worth of damage, each one of them.
Because you take your time while you're in flavor country.
That is not gonna work.
Welcome to smoking hell.
The drinks seem like, for some reason, the easiest ones. But I still keep getting hit there, too.
A great slam and then some.
Yeah, the only reason I think the chips might be faster is just because if you can hit him with a super or anything like that. I remember him being pretty quick.
It's too bad I can't parry anything in this fight, because that would really make my day. And this boss would be way better if I could just do it here and get it done out of my way. Yeah, they're done, no problem.
This background kind of kicks ass too. It's a lot more subtle about it though.
They super have like
yeah.
combined half the health of that other boss for sure, like undoubtedly.
Yeah, no, all the art assets in this game are wonderful, and yeah, all the casino
The
backgrounds
sheer
are
amount of
fucking cool.
art assets too. Just every single fight has a different backdrop, set of backdrops, all
That's the one I
scrolling at
wanted?
different speeds.
What is this one?
You can go for any of these three. They all have parry stuff, so just whatever you prefer.
I think this was
Oh, dear.
a pretty easy one, if I recall, but who knows now. I already took damage because I slipped. But what do I parry here? There we go.
Yeah, it might be worth just doing 4, 5, and 6, even though you took a hit, just so you can like get practice with what you can parry for all of them and like figure that out in advance.
Oh, that one sucks ass. It's only one parry every 10 minutes. That's no good.
And yeah, just to clarify, you gain a heart back if you land on those heart spaces on the wheel. But unfortunately for S ranks, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You have to no-hit it. It
Even
doesn't
if you
care.
put on
Even
the
if-
2 HP item, it still doesn't
Right.
give a crap. This one is probably the one to do. I hate this guy, but he's probably the one to do. He has no health
Oh.
anyway.
Yeah, I think this
Parry
would be
or
the,
die.
yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. The horse is hell, and it's a shmup section with shit covering the front. You should do it once though, just so you can see it, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Experience horse.
I thought I saw them all. Like, I definitely wanted to see them all because they all look pretty neat. Man, this shit motherfucker, he gets me so much. Everything about it is just... Why is this hitbox so big? How do you know what I've seen? Is that where the horse is? Are you on number 6? Because I saw all
That
the
is
other
the
ones.
horse. Yeah, 6 is the horse, yeah.
6 is the horse number.
I might have seen him and just don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, you might have seen him once and said, fuck that, and just never went back.
I mean, there's so many bosses here.
Now I really got to see this horse.
Also, yeah,
Might.
the Chivo thing where it shows the list of what you've beaten, it was question marks. I think you can still see it, I think you just haven't beaten it.
Where's that? I don't see that.
It was in when you pull up the list of the contracts.
Let's scope out this horse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Someone made a video of them parrying the eyeball, but it's like horrendously framed.
Oh, it's a
It's
shmup.
actually amazing.
I can't
how bad
fucking
is
see
it?
anything.
Oh wow. What? All right, I can't look at the side stream for this.
I can't look at the
Okay,
game
you have
for
to
this.
land on top of it. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is hands down the worst boss in the entire game. No questions asked. Terrible design. Redo.
Why did they do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, well, first off, remove all of those trees from the foreground.
Yeah.
And then
No,
we'll
like,
talk.
If you remove the foreground stuff, it would be like, okay. But yeah, it's blinding.
From what
It's
I
horrible.
saw so far, I didn't catch any of the rest of the fight. I was just, wow, those are some trees.
There
aren't
were
they?
some enemies coming off the bottom that I couldn't possibly see because of all that foreground stuff, and then there was
Yep.
horseshoes that seemed like if they were by themselves, that would be a fair fight.
Yep. And like the guys too at the bottom, it's depending on what color they are, whether or not they shoot up or chill. Yeah. Yeah, apparently you can parry the eyeballs, but like
You mean the
Oh, it's
olives
really
or
tight.
the eyes of
the
what?
olives that shoot out of it, yeah.
Olive.
It was a 2.5-minute video to prove that though, so I have a feeling it's unbelievably finicky.
They have to have fired them at me, but does it count?
I don't know. That's the
like-
question. That's kind of the bigger thing, right? Is like, does it count? Did you get meter for it? I guess that's the check.
I think
Yeah,
you
you
get
got
meter
meter.
anyway.
It looked like.
You get meter anyway, even when it doesn't count. Sometimes.
Oh, okay. I think every time I've seen it, it has counted. So,
You get meter on the bee's giant orb, and it doesn't count. So that measurement means nothing.
Yeah, and for the record is, yeah, you're also making that boss go very long by doing that and setting those up. Also, maybe
I'll just kill that,
Maybe.
the olive launcher
they
last.
should have, maybe they should have given them a, like pink aura or something that indicates, yes, this can be parried, because everything else in this game that can be parried is pink. That is literally how you know to parry this dice, to make the fight continue.
Man, the one that falls over gets me every time.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
A little bit dangerous to try and parry those too. Oh. We spent all this time pretty much identifying which of the first two bosses to do, rather than actually learning how to fight anything, just to get the parries done and to figure out the route. Now that I have an idea, we could start with this one and get the 3 parries here, and then kill them quickly enough, take the safety, then do 5 probably. That seemed like an easy one. What was 4? I did 4, I can't remember which one it was.
Real high-class bout. It's on.
Man, every time, he gets me every time.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now
I
go.
think I'd rather fight the domino than the stupid rabbit. And kill the rabbit really quickly though. Oh, come on. I hate it when the parry doesn't work out.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be the... It's still not gonna be as bad as the mermaid to do this on S, honestly. I'm still feeling like the mermaid was the hard part. I'm glad it's done. I have no idea what the time requirement is, but I'm gonna probably hit it no problem. Probably have time to spare on that. Usually hasn't been a concern. I'm using the high damage weapon. I'm pretty good at maximizing my damage if nothing else. Hocus Pocus is awful. I hate it. If that's the name of the rabbit, no thanks. Disagree tremendously.
Pippin Dot's easier. Pippin Dot's just harder to get parry stuff off of, I'd say. So if you get your parries early, it's whatever.
Man, yeah, it's not easy to get them here, but I can get all 3 of them and just be done. That's why I want to do it this way. I can get all 3 of them without losing too much time and just be done with it on this first one when I get a good run at it.
A great slam and then some. Now go.
Wow. It's just that one drink getting me every time. Getting pretty good at the dice. Got a good idea how to use that.
Congratulations.
I'm a dice master. Well, next time I bet my soul I won't lose. So there.
The risks are calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
Damn it. None of the other weapons hold a candle to the charge shot. I'm not going to use any of the other weapons.
Yeah, like I like the shotgun a lot, but like, oh man, yeah, the charge shot is just, if you need to erase a boss, there's nothing better for doing that, which, given that Cuphead is a boss rush game, the charge shot happens to be really good.
Every time you hit
Yeah, I
every
couldn't
shot
help
of the
but
charge
notice I
shot,
haven't seen any other weapon.
all the charge shots, or all of the shots from the spread together do 6 damage. One charge shot does 50. Like, you have to hit it 10 times with every lane to make up for one charge shot. That's quite a bit of damage to make up for in a race. I don't think the shotgun ever can beat that if you're hitting the charge shots. It's just too much.
A great slam and then some.
50 something damage. It's crazy high.
Of course, I don't feel bad for taking down a martini. I used to take down multiple martinis a night.
I've killed thousands of martinis.
Yeah, do you know how many alcoholic beverages I've murdered in my lifetime?
Actually, not
It's-
really. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna confirm that
Martini
boss is
guy.
probably the easiest one in here. The Domino. Let's just keep on rolling with him. Optimal choice. I get to 3, and then I don't know if 7, 8, or 9 are good. Which one do I want? Give me a number, voice of dog.
Nah. 7.
7 it is.
Isn't 7 roulette?
Is it? Yes. How do I do this, boss?
Death is certain.
I have the iframe dash at least, so there's that. I don't really have to piss around with the jumping. That might help here a lot. That really seems to be like what's making this a joke compared to how awful it was. Took a hit, unfortunately, just wasn't close enough when I dashed.
Yeah, this is the attack that's hard to dodge, is the stuff coming inside out. The rest of this is mostly just repeatedly parry.
Piss, that's
back
too
and forth
bad.
across platforms.
That hit might
Yeah,
cost
you
me a
had
perfect
that.
run. Because I'm going to get to the boss now, if I land these right. And I would have been there flawless. Well, we'll see if I can beat him without getting hit anyway. Because I'm not sure what he's like on hard here.
Yeah.
I'm there.
So you haven't played him on expert yet?
No. This is new to me. It just looks like it's longer than usual. Oh my god, how do you dodge that? Stop it.
Yeah, you might need to double tap one of the cards to ride back closer to the back of the screen before jumping forward.
Well, he kicked my ass, but I think I can beat him this time. I just need to get back to him again. Hopefully I can pull that off. He's not hard, I don't know.
Yeah, he's easily the, like, I don't know, I think he might be the easiest part of this whole fight, which I guess is good, since the rest of it leading up to him can be a real son of a bitch.
His patterns on the
Yeah, it
on
seems
what I
like
had to
there's
do.
all kinds of difficulty here.
Yeah, the casino's really interesting. I definitely wouldn't want to do this for an S rank.
No,
I've almost
which is
done
why
it.
I'm here, because Smite is doing it, and that seems like a terrible idea.
Was it on, you know
No.
what the best part about playing games on PC is?
What?
I think it's like you fucking download a save or something. I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah!
I have no gamer honor. I'm an adult
No
with
pride,
time.
no honor.
Yeah, this
Yeah, like
whole situation with the boss rush and the route planning that's required in order to accommodate the current ranking system. This is your really strong case for liquidity in your rating system.
yeah.
This should be
If
100%
your
time.
ranking were not a laundry list of specific things you're fishing for inside these 9 possible fights, you'd have a lot more options for routing through it.
You can even do stuff like point systems, which is what I had to do for a while when I was doing metrics for the contracting group I worked for. I was doing like metrics for folks, and the trick was like we did a lot of fluid work, you know, like you might do one thing one day, one another, so you just had to like take all the different things and say like, it could even be as simple as just like unacceptable, bad, passable, good, and great in like 12 different categories. And then it was just like, as long as you averaged out above like passable and more towards good, you were fine. Like no one could possibly get perfect because you would have to work like 500 hours a week, you know, like that kind of thing. So that's all you have to do is have there be a lot of metrics and weigh them out.
Man, iframes please. Getting the parries and getting out of the first fight is the hardest part of this for sure, based on this path. At least it's at the start. All the difficulties front-loaded. I just need to endure the rest of the run. Yeah. I really hate the lack of iframes for no reason on a thing that takes 5 out of 5 cards to charge. You ought to have some invuln time on that.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
You know, if you're like not having trouble with the fights and not having trouble with the time, but you're getting hit occasionally for using the super, you could just use the invincibility super.
I don't know if that builds my S bar, but
It should. It should. You're spending meter. I really do think it's just spend meter.
the other thing is I might have trouble with the time if I don't use that, because it's actually like hundreds of damage.
True. I mean, it is really strong. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying if it ends up being like you getting dunked by that too much.
I just need to be more careful. I think I'll kill some of those olives. I don't have to worry about them ganging up on me like that.
Oh, you can kill the olives. Okay.
Yes. She makes more of them, that's why she exists. I hate the parry, it sucks so much. God. It's like it grazed the hitbox of my parry that time and it didn't work. I got hit. when I spun right into it.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
Man, it's just not giving it to me anymore. Stan's gonna have the bombs coming out of his ears parry. That'll be easy. So I don't have to worry about it on that fight. I don't think. Probably we'll see 3 of those over the course of that battle. I can't believe I can't fucking parry these anymore. What the fuck? What's wrong with this? Why can't I do it? Stuck on the stupidest thing. It's such a small range, but it's just not working.
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on.
At least I get to see that ghost in the back every time.
Should have it. I can't
The
get the
ghost
parries on the
never
boss.
leaves.
It doesn't count. I have to do it here. Let's see if I can get another perfect on the next 2 bosses. Well, the next 3, I guess.
Good game for us. Well,
Probably get an incidental parry in this fight anyway.
Yeah, occasionally the parry in this game, it's just, since the box is a little unclear, it feels like it should be maybe a little more forgiving. It's pretty close. Most of the time I feel like I did or didn't get it, but there's been a couple times where I was like, "Meh, I parried that, meh," and didn't count it.
Okay.
Not for the, number 7, right? That seemed like a good choice. I don't remember what
7.
8 and 9 are.
Is one of those horse?
No.
Horse is number 6. 7
Okay.
is 7 is roulette. Yeah.
That's the one I damn near got last time, so I'll try it again and try and just do better.
here's a real high-class.
The iframe dash breaks this fight because you're supposed to have to constantly go over the top.
Yeah, 8 is 8 ball, 9 is Mr. Chimes, or the, yeah, as MC put it, the crane monkey.
Oh yeah,
No.
that would take forever to do him. No thanks.
Yeah, no. Number 9 is.
Number
very
9 is
slow.
me losing the time bonus completely.
Someone earlier suggested that it might only check against your time against specifically Dice himself,
I
not
seriously
the
doubt
sub
that.
bosses. Yeah, that'd be weird, but I guess we'll see. All right, nice, killing it.
I just need to learn how to play the final boss now, or not hit start over here. That would be good.
This match will get red hot. Now go.
Man, he hit me. Fuck.
No.
It's hard to. Did his hand do damage, or what the hell hit me there exactly? I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
didn't
it was his
actually
hand.
see.
It was his arm.
That's fucking
when
garbage.
yeah, when you dashed, you landed in his arm's hitbox.
I didn't even know that was hitbox. It really shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. No, it absolutely should not be.
I got hit by nothing then. Okay, well, I got a bunch of achievements for that, but I don't think I got the thing. I'd have 3 HP, but it doesn't count.
But you can see at least if you got time as well.
I better have. I can't do that any faster than that.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, we wanted a minute 30. Yeah.
I just need to... If I knew about his hitbox, that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have dived into it. It just doesn't make any sense that that is a hitbox.
Yeah. 317 is plenty, so you're good.
Yep.
Right, so that makes it strange that they call it an HP bonus and not a no damage bonus?
Yeah, they really should have called it that, yeah. Because you can,
It's a
if you
misleading
get...
label if that's how it works.
It is, yeah, and it's also really bad because there's items you can equip that exchange. Like you lose 10% attack power and get 1 more HP, or you lose, 20% attack power and get 2 extra hits. Those would actually be pretty useful if they allowed you to take a hit and keep an S rank. Like it would be like, all right, that can work. It's like a little slower, but I'm usually
Yeah,
not
because
too
you
pressed
did
for time.
everything else right.
Yeah, but no, they don't work that way. If
There's
you
no
take a
wiggle
hit,
room.
that's it. Yup. No being clever.
God.
Just use the iframe dash. Literally none of it. The other equipments are worth it at all, unless you need to really kill something fast, and then you just use caffeine. Or if you're in a plane, you just use caffeine.
Well, that sucked. I almost had it though. Get it soon. I just need a repeat of that.
No, MC. Smite got the time. If the time turns gold on the result screen, that means you got a pass on it. You got perfect.
Betting the time, people are saying it's 4 minutes. That sounds right. Because
Yeah.
I think it
you're
does
going
count
really
everything.
fast, and also you're avoiding all of the slowest bosses.
Yeah, I'm avoiding the hell out of bosses. Like I'm fighting the bare minimum of boss and also getting my dumb crap done as quickly as possible.
I feel like the roulette wheel alone should allow you to get that requirement.
It has to be
That
optimized.
seems to be
or you
the
can't
one
do it.
thing that is somewhat generous.
I think it's not generous. I think if you don't do it just right, you automatically fail. You better be able to do the dice perfectly just to even get started here.
I meant in other levels, the time seemed at least somewhat
Oh.
generous.
Yeah, the time, I think, like, they probably tested it based on being able to do it with just the pea shooter. So if you're using anything but the pea shooter, you can, you have some wiggle room, particularly like the charge shot, or if you're using the shotgun and are able to get up in people's shit, because the shotgun can wreck pretty quickly.
I'm getting the feeling
you
that
do have to
these
be right
orbs
there.
have a weird parry hitbox because I'm having a whole lot of trouble with them for some reason.
Seems like you've only succeeded at catching them from, like, strictly above. Any side on, and they give you sass.
Thank you for whoever in chat suggested the time limit should be 420. The devil's number, Patty BSS, thank you, I agree.
I frequently hear the words of Satan in my head. 420.
Satan, 420. Oh, you're taking a hit from that one. Oh, wow, okay, lucky.
It's calculated.
You used a super, and the last bit of that drink fell right by you.
Calculated.
Ooh, that was
Just get the
Calcutta.
drink, God.
Weed didn't exist in the 1930s, so it's not a boss.
That's right.
It was created in a lab. Right next to LSD.
One shot in that minion like a joke kicks ass. His charge gun's so good. That was pretty close.
There you got it. You got the knockout.
This is the one I think you've consistently beaten.
The domino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Smite's got the domino pretty down on lock. It's definitely one of the easier ones, like for sure. I'd say it's one of the easiest bosses of the whole casino. Because it's mostly just don't jump onto the spikes and then don't get hit by like maybe 3 projectiles if you're really unlucky, 2 for regular, and 1 that you can't parry if you're lucky.
I like how all of these take place in a sort of seedy, grimy casino, and that one takes place in the domino dimension.
There's
that
no
one,
casino to play
it kind of
dominoes.
startled me a little bit.
Well, I mean, dominoes did used to be...
The roulette fight here.
Yeah, they were used to gamble at some point.
Well, anything was used to gamble. Toys were used to gamble. Are you gonna do that instead of poker? You just got they go here and hang out and play some roulette, or are you gonna do some dominoes?
Like, there's as many
I don't
domino
know.
games as there are, like, card games. It's just
Yeah.
as popular today as they were 100 years ago.
I should have
Because
saved
cards
my
are very
blast.
readily available.
I made a mistake. Blasting
Where's
her.
my giant box full of wooden rectangles?
I've made a terrible move.
Telling me that's harder to keep around with you than a deck of cards in your back pocket?
Okay, here we go. Watch out for hands, I guess.
Ah.
I should have this. Take this. They throw in the dash in the middle of this, and that's what you gotta watch out for. That's the ticket. Like, I thought it might be that one, but it wasn't. He almost got me. He's dead.
Yeah.
Nice. 42 minutes, actually way better than I thought. You never fail to impress.
Well, did we get it or did we not use enough super meter? That's the real mystery that I won't know the answer to legitimately until they show up right now. Like, I have no idea
God.
if that counts as 5 or 6. Okay, we're good. It's done.
Nice. Yeah, fucking good job. I'm impressed you did that faster than I beat the last level of Sonic Unleashed. Congrats.
We just have the stand boss, and I like this fight, so I won't mind doing it 100,000 times. Well, I'm not even sure what my rank is on it. Let's see. I already have an A- on it, so it shouldn't be too bad.
I immediately thought Stan, and then I got it. Which one of those was called Mangosteen?
I don't know.
What?
One of those bosses was called Mangosteen.
Now this boss is ridiculously good looking.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
I could see using spread shot here a whole bunch. I probably should equip it instead of trying to charge shot the whole thing. I have the wrong sub weapon on for this because the charge shot I think does not. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on actually right now. The spread shot with the single card use I think is the best damage on this guy, just because it's better than the beam. It's safer. If you say yes to this, you get a crappy ending cutscene. Like, for this game, pretty unimpressive even. Like, it's just the cups bouncing up and down in fire ending. Significantly, ooh, he's fast. Significantly worse than the real ending. Man, it's been a while. I should be able to do this though. He's hitting me with everything. I'm gonna have to learn the timing on that again. Phase 1 was giving me more trouble than anything, also. So Oops.
Good day for us. Well done. Here goes.
Damn.
Good day for us. Well done. Inbound.
Oh, can you just crouch under the clap?
Really?
That's what chat's saying, and one of them's a partner, so you know they actually probably they have some credence.
Let's see. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That makes that way easier. I've always jumped over top of it. I've never not jumped over top of it. That works.
For us. Well done. You're up.
Yeah, I jump dashed it every time too. It doesn't look like you can. It doesn't look like you can crouch it at all.
Man, his face is already done. Wow, charge shot is amazing. Spread is nowhere near that good. Absolutely not. I use spread the whole time, like over and over again on this guy. That is crazy fast to have that dead that quick. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna take a hit from that chip, maybe. Oh, I'm okay. Oh, I was in the wrong place. I'll just keep on fighting. Make
Yeah,
sure
get
that
a
these
feel for it
count as,
again.
I want to make sure I have the parries from the bombs and stuff. I think I do. I don't see what else you could parry if not that. Use some warm up on this. This phase right here is pretty rough. One charge shot for those? Never mind. This phase is a joke. All right. Well, I got a plan. Those things are just dead as soon as they come on screen.
Alright, yeah, now we know spread is complete garbage unless, like, you're clearing small things out and not, you know, individual
Yeah.
targets.
Well, it's just the charge shot's busted. It's not the spread's bad. It's the charge shot's out of control.
Yeah.
Because I beat him with spread and it wasn't like that was some horrible fight. Oops.
Good day for us. Well done. And begin.
Damn. I'm getting hit by everything.
A great slam and then stop.
I would say Satan is easier than the second to last boss, and he's definitely not the hardest by any means, but, like, it's not easy.
He takes a while.
I would say he fits in the middle of. He could honestly be like, if not the casino and dice and all that, it could be the last boss, and I'd be like, yeah, that's all right. It's kind of just the casino's kind of crazy.
Ooh. Take this.
Yeah, the charge is just kind of bad for dealing with minions, and if you have to like dash around constantly or parry, then it's much worse because it loses charge if you dash or parry. That's true.
Some of the bosses are pretty rough to use charge on.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you still want to pull it out when you can actually hit the boss with it, because that damage is nuts, but... anytime that you can't land these shots... Oh, I might not have gotten the parries. I hope there's something else I can parry around here. I doubt it. Oh, I got hit anyway. Having a lot of trouble with those birds. There's an example of an enemy I really need to switch for. I might use spread there, unless there's a better way to kill those.
A great slam and then stop. Now go.
God, I haven't even touched the lobber. And I think I tried the roundabout for like a minute and was like, no thanks.
I like the
It's kinda-
roundabout.
I was like,
It's alright.
I think I just like couldn't get a feel for how to use it well.
The the card attack on it is a big old boomerang that pierces and hits a billion times.
Ah, okay.
And it's just a boomerang. It's like throwing the. It's pretty much exactly the sub weapon from Rogue Legacy, the chakrams. Like it comes back all the way across the screen.
Okay.
So if you fire left
Nice.
instead of right, it will go all the way across the screen. Whoops.
Yeah, Rogue Legacy or the cutter from Kirby Superstar, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I didn't get hit by him. I don't know how.
I'm really sad that homing's super attack is so bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, homing's... I like homing a lot for filling in places where I can't hit normally, because there's like a lot of bosses like that. And then run and gun it makes free, basically. Like, the homing attack's so fucking ridiculous in run and gun.
One parry so far. Oh.
Good day for us. Well done.
I don't like the lava very much, but its damage is supposedly high.
I think it'll be interesting seeing what speedrunners do with this game. See if they, like...
There's a
make some,
30-minute
you know-
speed run already. Sounds about right. For just a normal run, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot and seeing how I do. I don't
Yeah, I
know
was
about any
gonna say
glitches.
that sounds like a no glitch. That just sounds like path your way to get charge shot as fast as possible. Get charge
Yeah,
shot.
that's my plan. That's the category I want to run.
Mm-hmm.
Just do well at the game. I know how to optimize damage now because I spent so much time doing it for the S rank. So I will
I don't even
definitely.
think it'll be axe parry. I'd almost be willing to bet it'd be caffeine over axe parry.
Oh, axe
the axe
is like 16.
Yeah, here's the thing. The axe parry isn't much damage, and also parrying interrupts your charge. So I don't think they'll use that.
It would take 4 axe parries to equal 1 charge shot, so I don't see ever using that
Yeah,
ever.
so-
It's
Yeah, interrupting any of your charge shots is a huge, that's a huge drop on your DPS.
dashing with iframes is obviously out. You're gonna want coffee for sure. It's gonna be coffee and charge shot, I think.
It's coffee. Yeah,
Spread.
that's what I would think it'd be.
Spread will be
Yeah,
there
maybe,
around
like-
too.
Yeah. Yep, that's my guess. The other nice thing about coffee then too is you don't have to worry about switching for plain sections, because plain sections definitely coffee's the best. And run and gun, you only need to do probably like 2 of them, and then
Yeah, I think so.
overworld ones, and that's it.
They lock up stage. You have to do them so that right there's your coins. There's coins in the overworld you can snag real quick, and you'll get what you need for the. You just need to buy 2 things: spread and in charge. I think that's it. Man,
And then I think caffeine is in the second tier of upgrades. So
I don't think it was worth grinding for. It's not that good. I wouldn't go after it if it's
No.
not free.
A great slam and then stop. You're up.
It's all right.
I'm just thinking it's like, okay, because you get 5 coins from doing a run and gun, right? And then there's like 2 on the map that are basically free, and then like a 3rd, I think, in the 2nd level or something. I don't know. And then
Yeah,
I'm
mapping
sure there'll
is
be
so
expert runs that are just use whatever power up you want from the beginning. Oh yeah, and you start the game with 4 coins. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, you get a couple. Oh my god. You can get some just
Ooh, that was
by.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I was ready for it, and I got my parry. I need at least 1 parry, I feel like, in this phase, or I'm really gonna have trouble.
A great slam and then stop.
Yeah, it feels awkward that the charge gets canceled by so much.
A brawl is surely brewing.
All of the coins I think that you need are definitely on the way. I don't think you have to go looking for them anywhere.
A brawl is
The snake
Damn.
is really annoying because he shifts his hitbox around. and you can't move, you can't crawl in this game, so you're stuck just knowing you're gonna get hit if you didn't get the right position right away. That ducking on those hands really helps a lot. Thanks for that tip. That's really one of the big problems gone, honestly.
Okay, a bunch of speedrunners for alternating shot types. That's not surprising, honestly. I found out that helped a lot in the plane sections, was
Puncher style.
switching between bomb and other. Oh, I think there will be S-ranking speedruns in, like, less than a month. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Have you seen fucking Author Blues play Chinese Super Mario World? Like, speedrunners do much harder things.
Oh man! Hit me right at the end. One shot away. That tier is right next to that thing with the huge hitboxes that they have. Made that just not work.
Are all the tiers parryable at the end? They do look pink.
I don't think so. Maybe. I never tried, because they're so red. We'll look at this ending when I actually get the dang S rank. Get out of here, ending. Well, I mean, you got the gist of it anyway.
I sure can't wait to have an ending. No, we have to perfect it.
If we compare the tiers, then I'd rather not try. But I mean, if I'm gonna jump over them anyway, I might as well spin.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Bugman, they like to roll the dice.
My controller breaks sometimes after the ending. Gotta close it down. Hold on.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Bugman, they like to roll the dice.
200%. No. Not quite. So
I
the
don't
spread
fucking
gun
wish
is
there was a secret ending for getting all S ranks. I wish there was nothing for getting all S ranks.
I guess we'll see whatever the heck it is here in a minute. Because I'm gonna get this
I think
guy.
Smite is putting quite on display how fucking garbage it is to get S ranks.
This is the kind of stuff I never have the patience to do.
Yeah, because it's time really is the big requirement. Like, skill will make it take less time, but it still is time. Smite is insanely good at this kind of game.
Thanks for the sub.
45 minutes.
TKN, what's up?
What the.
Like, yeah, 45 minutes for just the casino. Like, I don't know. I don't really have time for that.
Oh, he's dead already. What happened, Satan? Oh no. My dude. It's a game with 2 years, holy crap. Oh my god. Ah, I screwed it up.
Good day for a well
I hate the orbs. I wish I knew what way they were going. I need to parry them too.
Yeah, this game's real pretty, and I am super jealous of however they did their like color bleed / chromatic aberration. Like it is so good, and I wish I had that filter. Just like
Extremely
always.
authentic.
It is unbelievably authentic. It looks like original media. It is incredible.
They probably got some fail, like probably an actual reel, and took a look at it.
Oh, they studied the shit out of it. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
make something like this without a deep knowledge of what makes that kind of look work, like what kind of color bleeds and stuff happen.
Good day for a 12 battle. Now go.
Good day for a 12-pack. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yep, you got it in one. Good job.
Come here, bomb. Hate the axe. The axe is not what I want to see. Yeah. The axe is not what I want to see. Stop it. I'm gonna need to parry one of those tiers, I think, anyway, so. Guess we'll do that. Nope. Okay, good. Yes, you can parry them. I think that's it.
If that tier counted, that is it.
Yeah.
Which they can damage you, so I don't see why it wouldn't. Unless you got 5 out of 6 on super meter, in which case, I'm gonna have a laugh, my man.
I'll just time, motherfucker.
Nice.
Gee golly, you sure beat the shit out of the devil, didn't you?
Is the music different? It's not playing the fast forward effect. Yeah, now it's time to race slow beef, right? Is that how this works? Is that the arrangement?
By the way, another game that people will never know is made in Unity because they paid for the license and were able to remove the Made in Unity logo at the beginning of the game. Unity, you made your image bad.
Okay, we have a star on it now.
I think
Let's
you
see
have
if
two-tone mode now, I think is what it gives you.
I had that. 2-strip. I don't see anything new.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's anything locked behind S mode.
People were saying there was. Are they full of shit?
I guess. I had 2-strip mode already, and I had black and white from pacifists, so I don't see anything new. Which is a good thing.
Yeah. In that case, I'm very glad people were full of shit. I hope it is just a Chivo. That would be pretty cool.
SSSS all the way through, yep. I got them all. Unless I need to kill every single boss in King Dice or something. Yeah, well, let's go talk to some NPCs. Maybe one of them unlocks something. That guy I've talked to already about it. He's not the dude.
I'm glad I went to look stuff up, and literally the first result anyone had was like the first result of everything was just immediately remap dash to trigger. I was like, good. I'm glad.
I'm gonna talk to Cuphead Dad, Kettleman. He probably, if anyone unlocks it, I would expect it to be him, but maybe not. I'm gonna check my time played in this game and see how long it took to 100% it. It took me a while to find some of the
Newbie is
secrets.
saying no, that there is nothing. According to the internet.
Because isn't it like the P challenges give you vintage mode in the audio or something, right?
Yeah. They give you black and white mode and vintage audio, which you might like. I don't know. I can turn it on real quick.
And then what? How do you get two strip? Isn't that just beating the game?
You get it from some NPC for some random thing. I've had it for a while.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's your reward. This text. See, there was an unlockable. Oh, good gracious. That's it. Nice work. Two-strip mode is just a different color style that I don't really like. But here it is.
It is
You might like that.
very old cartoon style. It is like, if you ever watch like the Russian bootleg, like Winnie the Pooh and shit, this is the kind of colors they have in those. It's like really awful.
Is this not a negative, maybe?
I'm not sure exactly what causes it. You would probably know better than I would, frankly.
I should know, but I don't. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to learn.
The problem with black and white mode is that they have neglected to highlight the pinks despite that they are a core mechanic. They're still white. They're grayish white, so if you don't know the game incredibly well, you're not going to be able to. And even then, you might not be able to parry anything.
Oh, it refers to the Technicolor process they used for this film.
Okay. Well, let's see how many deaths you have. I bet it's 1 million. Less than 1 million. I guess it doesn't count retries on that.
Nah, it must not.
This is the only thing I can think of. Yeah, because I wasn't sure about that. Because I was at like a pretty reasonable amount, but I almost never do retries because I don't give a shit about rank. So I'm just kind of like, I'll play. All right, well, there's nothing locked behind ranks, then that is extremely no skin off my nose.
We locked down a victory message from our dad. Don't you want that? Hey, victory.
Don't you want your dad's approval?
That's right.
Did you get a Chivo?
Oh, I'm sure I did. Let me see.
Maybe if there were Chivas.
Oh, did the barbershop boys, did they do anything else?
They sing a song if you stand in front of them.
But I mean, like, is there anything for getting an S if you talk to the boys?
I mean, there was somebody who cared about getting an A rank on everything. I forget who it was. He might have been the guy who gives you the two-strip. Yes, he's the one who does it. If you get A rank on everything or whatever, enough A ranks, he'll give you two-strip mode. And A rank is completely reasonable and fair.
Yeah.
I did that naturally. I had enough of them, and he was like, okay, nice work.
I mean, like, flat A rank on like regular mode might be pretty tough, but getting it on expert is honestly probably easier because you can take a hit and still be okay, or like goof up your parries, or you know whatever. You can make a mistake and still have it.
It's nice to rest your eyes and maybe go
13 hours for me to 100% this game.
grab a book and get some air. So
Go outside, Smite, please.
are you waiting for? Why not take a quick break? Tune the radio. There's chores to do, there's leaves to rake. Strum the old banjo. You can practice your Lindy Hop. And maybe later sing with your barber shop. Why not take a little quick break and come back for more? Or then come back for more. Or please come back for more.
And then the music dies. It's dead silence. I did fight a boss or two on simple. They honestly were closer to what I would call a good boss, some of them. Especially the shmup bosses. They got rid of a lot of the annoying things that I thought were stupid on simple mode.
God, the shmup bosses on expert are so fucking bad. Some of them are terrible. Like, as somebody who plays and enjoys bullet hells, they are not good. They're not designed on that caliber at all.
I don't think vintage audio changes the barbershop, so I was like, I don't see why it would. It just changes the instruments. Well, anyway, Cuphead's finished. I am interested in regular runs of it. I'm pretty annoyed with S rank now. I'll never do that again. Let me see how the old Chivo hunt's doing here. I'm missing one, but I heard there was one that was broken anyway, so it's probably that, whatever the heck that is.
Confirmed. Don't S rank. Never S rank.
Yeah. Something with the plane, it looks like. That nobody seems to have. I have no idea what the hell it is. Bravo Zulu P26. And Steam does that thing where it just doesn't tell you what the Chivos are for some reason, as if that's a neat idea. Whatever. It looks like there's guides on it. What the fuck is it?
Well, I'm gonna go pass out at work tomorrow. You have a good one.
Take it easy.
They're easy.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell this is. It's something with the Hilda fight, but it does not say what it is. Complete a plane level without unshrinking. That is really stupid.
Wow. Yeah.
That's just gonna take forever. I guess I can go do that real quick. Do I have to do it on normal?
You can do it on no, you can do it on simple.
Okay. Well, that's Cuphead Return of Cuphead. We're back. At last, Cuphead's revival. So the mini plane does half damage and has half range. The one thing left.
Yeah, just go to the Island 1 fight and simple.
I don't know if that one's easier for me than the bird, to be honest, but whatever. It doesn't really matter.
It's on simple. They'll all be pretty easy for you, and you're allowed to take hits, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, the robot is probably the easiest one for me because I just grinded that out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, no, the robot's the hardest one.
I'll just do it on regular. I don't give a shit. Let's go.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
Am I allowed to use the missiles? Probably not.
I don't think so. Well, the mini plane doesn't even do them. The mini plane doesn't give you a variant. It's just tiny bullets.
Great. You know what? I can equip the 2 HP thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it'll make you do less damage, but yeah.
Might as well.
And you can drop down to simple. It'll make it probably very easy.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
You could just, you know, tell us what the achievement is and not hide it. That would be neat. To make me not have to look it up.
Oh wait, is that a secret achievement, really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's why I didn't know what it was. Had to Google that sucker.
Gotcha.
I don't really understand the point. Like, I'm not one who usually cares about achievements anyway, but I figure I might as well get it. While I'm here, on this complete save file that you want, probably, right? You want this file?
I mean, I don't know. I can fit if I don't have to get S ranks, I can do the rest of it. That's fine.
Yep.
The S ranks are the only thing that I was like, no, no thanks, I'll pass.
Yeah, there really wasn't anything too hard to get except for that done. The P actually sucks ass. Now I think about it. That's black and white.
Oh yeah, fuck. Good point. Well, I mean, if all it is black and white mode, then I don't care.
Oh, this takes forever. I looked up the damage. You lose 5% for every health bonus that you get, so I'm losing 10% damage. I'm hitting for 40% of the regular plane's damage. It's freaking... Ow. Okay. This is really rough for what it is. Because it's just so slow. And her ha. It's really fast.
Yeah, you can see her start opening her mouth before and like turning up her nose and stuff. That's about the only tell you have. And just kind of feeling out the timing.
Well, when you're over here, we can get the Cuphead co-op world record. I bet.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't know how Cuphead co-op works at all. So
Yeah, I think we just I think they increase the boss HP and they increase our ability to win because there's 2 of us. Derivatives, thanks for the host, man. I'm just wrapping up here. I think my stream's over as soon as I get this goofy achievement. I saw an S rank video on YouTube. That totally would have been me, man, if I wasn't busy. If this was 2 years ago, man, I would have got that video done day 1. I have no reason to make it since it's already done. This ain't the Binding of Isaac. I don't have time. Well, doing good so far. I'd say it's pretty unlikely we'll lose now. Oops.
yeah, especially because I think if you're on simple, she doesn't do her last form.
Yeah, no moon. It's got to deal with Gemini and Sagittarius, right?
I think so, yeah.
Ow. Ow. God. I don't know what direction it's going to shoot.
No, there's no tell for it.
The one that goes clockwise shoots from the bottom, and the other one shoots from the top, I think. So it was designed to screw me up because I was trying to reflexively react to what it just did, but what it just did was the opposite. Oh. That time it was 2 clockwise. Oh. Starting from the top, so never mind. One more to go. Down to that 2 HP because of that stupid phase. The 100-year battle. Did you see my post in Nerd Den about Stardew Valley?
No. Look at that.
It was just a
I must only check
retweet, basically.
these things.
She's dead. I got it. I just got that achievement. It's finished. Don't even have to do Sagittarius.
Yeah, well, don't know why they didn't.
I sent them an email.
Yeah, I'll do that.
They might hook us up. I don't know. Cuphead is finished
We'll
now
see.
for real. We got all 28 of the 28 achievements, and I don't know that that changed my percent. That's what I really want to see, is if it has any in-game effect or not. If it's just for Steam to do that.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Bugman, they like to
Nope.
roll the dice. By chance they came on Devil's Game, and gosh, they paid the price. Paid the price. And now they're fighting for their lives on a mission fraught with dread. And if they proceed but don't succeed, well, the devil will take their heads.
What retro game do you have to memorize to win? I don't think that's retro games at all.
Yeah, no, that's actually almost no retro game. Like, honestly, it's something that came from games emulating the style of retro games. Because, like, think about Contra usually gave you plenty of time to react to stuff, like the good ones, you know.
That one's just
but then
hard.
it was Shattered Soldier, I think, was the one, the PlayStation 2 one, and that was the one where they were like trying to get that Contra style, and instead it was just no time to react. Other bad parts where you have to memorize stuff. Notoriously awful boss fight in Super Meat Boy in Hell. That's like famously awful in an otherwise really, really fun game where it's just memorization. Mega Man, Mario, and Galaga? None of those are memorization. What the fuck are you talking about? Who has to memorize Mario to beat it? I'll tell you right now, I've beaten Mario, all of them. I have memorized 0 of them, so you're wrong. Like, that's not even close to true.
There's only a couple gotchas in any of the Mega Men that I can think about, and they're like, you have plenty of lives to throw at them anyway. Most of those are designed for you to look at what's going on and then pick a sub-weapon and then go forward. Well, speedrunning doesn't really matter. None of those games were made for speedrunning. Speedrunning came out 25 years after they were made.
Yeah. Fucking speedrun is all memorization. Yeah, no, that's speedrunning. That's an entirely different way. I fucking memorized Sonic 06. That doesn't mean that game's about memorization. I memorized V's. Like, that's
when I was
just-
in college, there was a video of someone running through Mario quickly, and not that quickly. Like, it was like probably like 30 minutes. we were amazed by that because speedrunning just didn't exist. In like 2005, it didn't exist. Nobody cared about it back then.
It was very fragmented.
Yeah,
it was very
like,
broken up. Yeah.
Our whole classroom was going nuts just looking at this guy run through Mario Brothers because we'd never seen someone give a shit about a game like that before.
Yeah, I think I saw Mario Brothers 3 in like, I don't know, it was like half an hour, and we were all just like, what the fuck? It was like,
What class was this? IT class, every IT class in the nation. We also know how to install
yeah.
Quake 3 on anything. Welcome to Forensics. Get your
yeah, I
money's
would
worth.
like to point out that is absolutely the case. I think the game we played the most of that like helicopter flash game, like competitively.
Oh yeah, I love that
was
chopper game.
Engineering class. Yeah. Oh god, chopper game. Hundreds of hours sunk into chopper game. In my like technical engineering class in like my sophomore year of high school or whatever, where we were all done with all of our week that we were expected to do in like a week. So we're just like, fuck it, let's play video games.
I love the Quake 3 lands. Where and the Halo. Those were everyone crowding around my computer watching me destroy the class, including the teacher. He's like, "What the fuck? Are you gonna be an airplane pilot when you grow up?" Because I'm flying around in Quake 3. That kicked ass. I miss those days. And we had the Halo tournaments where we had to run Ethernet from Xbox to Xbox. And we'd be in different rooms with a crew of 4 on each one. Well, anyway, Cuphead is finished. Hey, thanks for the subs, everybody. I only lost 6, like I said, 6 or 8. That's gonna happen because we are around, like, they go up and down all the time, but for me, we are nearing the end of the cycle where most of them came in, so it's gonna drop a good bit just in the next couple of days in case I don't get as many resubs as I got original subs. They are half price, but they're only half price for new subscribers. If you feel like subbing, I'd appreciate it, but it's up to you. I am trying to hold 500. I'm working on that. We'll see how that goes. I'm holding it till November is my goal. I'll be back on tomorrow doing something. I'm trying to do Dead to Rights with Slow Beef, but scheduling with Slow Beef is not the easiest thing in the world.
Hell. It's hell. It's hell. It's hell. It's bad.
Yeah.
I can confirm,
it's bad. I'd hate to do Dead to Rights without him, because he wanted in on it. We'll see. I'm going to host Author Blues. He's running Randomizer SMW.
Oh, that fucking guy. Yeah.
Yeah. See you later.